Study session turned wild. Woke up with 2 girls classmate in my bed. The perfect storm. Noah Sterling pushed his wire-rimmed glasses up his nose, staring at the differential equation that seemed to mock him from his laptop screen. Outside his second-floor apartment, December wind howled through Ashford University's historic district, rattling the old window frames. Snow fell in thick curtains, transforming the familiar campus into an alien landscape. "Your heating is terrible," Sienna Vale announced, bursting through the door in her athletic jacket, snowflakes dusting her dark brown hair. Her amber eyes sparkled with their usual mischief despite the cold. "Jade's right behind me." She stopped to photograph the snow like it's some magical wonderland. Noah smiled despite his exam anxiety. "It's a 100-year-old building. Character over comfort." Moments later, Jade Winters appeared, shaking snow from her blonde waves, her ocean blue eyes wide with wonder. "It's absolutely beautiful out there." Her voice was soft, almost musical. She carried her ever-present sketchbook tucked protectively under her arm. They'd formed this study trio in Professor Morrison's brutal calculus class 3 months ago, an unlikely combination that somehow worked. Sienna brought energy and confidence, cracking jokes during problem sets. Jade offered quiet insight, often solving problems through visual patterns others missed. Noah provided structure and patience, explaining concepts until everyone understood. "Power's flickering across campus," Sienna said, dropping her backpack. "We might lose electricity." She produced a bottle from her coat. "Brought emergency supplies, peppermint schnapps. For medicinal purposes." Jade giggled, a rare sound that made Noah's heart skip. "Since when is alcohol medicinal?" "Since we're about to spend 12 hours studying integration techniques," Sienna countered, already mixing it into the hot chocolate Noah had prepared. As they settled onto the worn couch with blankets and notes, the lights flickered ominously. The heating unit groaned and went silent. "Perfect," Noah muttered, but Sienna was already pulling them closer. "Body heat," she declared with a grin that suggested she'd been hoping for exactly this scenario. "Science." Crossing the line. The apartment grew colder as hours passed, but the space between them grew warmer. They huddled under blankets, shoulders pressed together, sharing body heat that felt increasingly electric. The peppermint schnapps disappeared faster than the calculus problems, loosening tongues and lowering guards. "I can't focus," Sienna admitted suddenly, setting down her pencil. Her amber eyes fixed on Noah with unusual intensity. "Not when I've been thinking about something else for months." Noah's breath caught. "What do you mean?" "You," she said simply. "I think about you constantly. The way you explain things with such patience. How you bite your lip when you're concentrating. I've wanted to kiss you since September." The confession hung in the air like the snow outside, unexpected and transformative. Jade's ocean blue eyes widened, her cheeks flushing pink. "Sienna." Noah started, but she was already moving closer. "Tell me I'm wrong," she whispered. "Tell me you haven't felt this too." He couldn't. The truth was written across his face. Jade's soft voice surprised them both. "I've felt it too." Her fingers trembled as she closed her sketchbook. "Both of you. I thought I was crazy, but I'm drawn to you, Sienna, the way you're so fearless. And Noah." Her eyes met his. "You make me feel seen in ways I never have been." Noah's heart thundered. "I've been terrified to admit this, but I have feelings for both of you. I thought choosing would destroy everything." "What if you don't have to choose?" Sienna's hand found his, then reached for Jade's. "What if this is exactly what all 3 of us need?" The first kiss was tentative, Sienna's lips meeting Noah's with gentle exploration. When she pulled back, Jade leaned in, her kiss softer but no less meaningful. Then, in a moment that felt inevitable, all 3 came together. Hands discovered new territories. Clothing became obstacles overcome with whispered permissions and tender touches. The night unfolded like a carefully composed symphony, each movement building on the last, 3 bodies learning a new rhythm together. Morning after magic. Pale winter sunlight filtered through the frost-covered windows, painting geometric patterns across tangled blankets. Noah woke slowly, consciousness returning in layers. Warmth pressed against him from both sides. Sienna sprawled confidently across his chest, her dark hair cascading over his shoulder, and Jade nestled sweetly into his side, her breathing soft and steady. For a moment, panic fluttered in his chest. What had they done? But as he looked at their peaceful faces, the panic dissolved into something else entirely, a profound sense of rightness he'd never experienced before. Sienna stirred first, her amber eyes opening to meet his. Instead of awkwardness, a slow smile spread across her face. "Good morning," she murmured, stretching like a satisfied cat. "No regrets?" "None," Noah answered honestly, surprising himself with the certainty in his voice. Jade woke more gradually, her ocean blue eyes blinking open with confusion that shifted to remembrance, then to shy happiness. "This really happened," she whispered, wonder coloring her tone. They lay there for long minutes, no one rushing to break the spell. Finally, Sienna sat up, pulling the blanket around herself. "We should probably talk about this, shouldn't we? Like adults." In the kitchen, they moved around each other with new awareness. Accidental touches that lingered, meaningful glances exchanged over the coffee maker. Noah scrambled eggs while Jade buttered toast, and Sienna set the small table. "I don't want to pretend last night was just a mistake," Sienna said as they sat down. "It felt too real for that." Jade nodded, her fingers tracing the rim of her mug. "I've never felt so connected to anyone. To both of you. Is that strange?" "Maybe," Noah admitted. "But strange doesn't mean wrong. I woke up feeling more complete than I ever have." He took a breath. "What if we tried this? Actually tried being together, all three of us?" Sienna reached across the table, taking both their hands. "Ground rules. Complete honesty. Open communication. And we protect what we have." "Together," Jade agreed softly, her smile transforming her entire face. They sat in the morning light, three people who'd stumbled into something unexpected and beautiful, ready to build it into something lasting. Building something new. The following weeks transformed their world in ways both thrilling and challenging. They navigated their new reality with careful intention, learning the delicate balance between three hearts beating as one. Study sessions evolved into something richer, notes spread across Noah's coffee table while Sienna massaged his tense shoulders, Jade sketching architectural designs in the margins of her calculus homework. They established rituals that honored each connection. Tuesday evenings Noah took Jade to the campus art gallery, discussing compositions and light while their fingers intertwined. Thursdays meant rock climbing with Sienna, her competitive spirit pushing him beyond his limits, rewarded with passionate kisses at the top of each route. Weekends belonged to all three, lazy Sunday mornings tangled in blankets, cooking elaborate breakfasts that usually burned because they got distracted. Challenges emerged as expected. The first pang of jealousy hit Noah when he found Sienna and Jade laughing intimately over an inside joke, feeling momentarily excluded. They talked through it that evening, establishing their commitment to inclusion. When Jade felt overshadowed by Sienna's bold personality, they created space for her quieter expressions of love. Morning notes tucked into Noah's textbooks, Sienna's favorite tea appearing mysteriously on her nightstand. Public discretion proved complicated. At university, they maintained the appearance of close friends, though Sienna occasionally tested boundaries with playful touches that made Jade blush. They confided in Noah's sister first, whose initial shock melted into acceptance when she saw how genuinely happy her brother had become. "You're all glowing," she observed during winter break dinner. "Whatever you're doing, it's working." Their academic performance soared rather than suffered. The emotional security they provided each other eliminated stress, replaced it with motivation. Noah aced his structural engineering project. Jade's art portfolio earned top marks. Sienna broke her personal record in the campus marathon. Late one January night, wrapped together watching snow fall outside, Sienna voiced what they'd all been feeling. "This isn't temporary anymore, is it?" "I don't want it to be," Jade whispered. Noah pulled them closer. "Then it won't be." Forever started with a snowstorm. Spring arrived at Ashford University with cherry blossoms and final exams. In Noah's apartment, now effectively their shared space with Jade's artwork covering the walls and Sienna's athletic gear claiming the closet, they celebrated the end of the semester with champagne and takeout. Perfect scores on Morrison's final, Sienna announced, waving her phone triumphantly. All three of us. He actually wrote exceptional collaborative work on mine. Jade laughed, her confidence blooming in ways Noah had witnessed with quiet pride. If he only knew what kind of collaboration we've been doing. They'd grown together in countless ways. Sienna learned gentleness, discovering that strength included vulnerability. Jade found her voice, speaking up in classes and relationships with newfound assurance. Noah discovered that love didn't require choosing, it expanded to hold whatever you offered it. The night unfolded in their now familiar rhythm. Dinner led to dancing in the kitchen, Jade's playlist mixing classical and indie rock. Dancing led to the bedroom, where three bodies moved with practiced intimacy, knowing exactly how to bring each other pleasure and comfort. Afterward, they lay tangled together, trading dreams about the future. There's a 3-bedroom apartment opening near campus, Noah mentioned. We could afford it if we split rent. Our own place, Jade breathed, eyes shining. Really ours. Sienna propped herself up on one elbow. Are we really doing this? Building a life together. Noah looked at both women who transformed his world, one bold and brilliant, one gentle and profound, both absolutely essential. I can't imagine doing anything else. They fell asleep planning their future, 3 people who'd stumbled into unconventional love during a snowstorm and discovered it was exactly what they'd been searching for all along. Lessons. Love doesn't diminish when shared with multiple hearts, it multiplies, creating abundance where fear predicted scarcity. The most profound connections often begin in moments of unexpected vulnerability, when we're brave enough to speak our truth. Unconventional paths require courage and communication, but the relationships we build honestly are stronger than those we force into traditional molds. True intimacy flourishes not in perfection, but in the willingness to navigate challenges together with respect, patience, and unwavering commitment to each other's happiness.